Now your ABC 7 First Alert Weather Forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
So as we go through the morning, our temperatures in the 60s will climb up to about, I'd say 70 degrees by 10 o'clock. But by 7 a.m. we'll be at 66. By noon we'll be at 87. Lots of sunshine, no rainfall. Breezy this afternoon as the temperatures climb up to about 90 degrees. By 3 p.m. you'll start to notice that wind shift a little bit more to the west right along the coastline. You probably won't notice it so much in inland areas east of the interstate, but near the coast you will. Then that breeze will continue right straight through the evening hours until it shifts back to the east during the overnight. 85 degrees by around 7 p.m. Right now we have a temperature of 65 degrees. We have a dew point value slightly warmer than it was 24 hours ago. We're at 61 dew point, but that still is pretty comfortable. We added a couple of degrees dew point. Couple of degrees of value to the dew point number, which yesterday was at about 58 at this hour. So now we're at 61. Still, that's fine. East-northeast wind comes in at about 6. Temperatures running a degree or so cooler than it was 24 hours ago. No big deal, really. Virtually the same temperature. Many places at exactly the same temperature. Winds generally out of the east-northeast. Throughout the day today, nothing changes there except near the coastline. As the temperatures warm, we start to see a little bit of a onshore wind flow, keeping the coast a bit cooler. Inland temperatures, I think, will respond to that wind that'll consistently be out of the east, so you'll be a little bit warmer in inland locations. Then as we head into the evening period, we cool pretty effectively. I don't think we'll see much in the way of any kind of cloud cover, fog, or rain showers as we go through the next 24. With all that sunshine, though, there's a price to pay. One, the UV index is going to be high today, so slather on that sunscreen. The second one is we'll continue to monitor the air quality index for ozone. I had a Facebook viewer ask me, what is this ozone thing? I thought ozone was supposed to be good, the ozone hole. We want it to close up, right? Yes, aloft, when you have ozone in the atmosphere, it blocks the ultraviolet radiation, which is a leading cause of skin cancer. But at the surface, you can get ozone to form at the surface, too, in response to the sunlight and oxygen mixing with pollutants, nitrogen oxides that come from burning fossil fuels. And that creates a very caustic gas in the atmosphere that can cause respiratory problems. When it gets above 100 parts per million in the atmosphere, then very sensitive people with compromised respiratory systems begin to have problems. Well, right now we're at 97 parts per million, so we're creeping up there. We'll be watching that today again this afternoon at time of maximum heating to see if we briefly hit that 100 mark. But computer models suggest that today might not be as tough a day as it was yesterday. So we'll continue to monitor it, but just keep that in the back of your mind if you do have a compromised immune system, or if you want to limit your outdoor exposure, if you're elderly or very, very young, if you want to limit your outdoor strenuous exposure during the afternoon. So high pressure over the deep south continues to be our weather driver. We'll wait for that to move east over the weekend. It'll take a while to do that. In the meantime, it stays put, but eventually it will move out here in the Atlantic, shifting our winds to the southeast, returning moisture, and this little trough of low pressure will lift northward as well, and that will bring us some weekend rain. For today, northwest wind at about 15, shifting to the northeast during the evening. Breezy, nice, moderate chop on bay and inland waters. Should be a very pretty day to be out there on the waters. Forecast looks like this, if we can get to it. There we go. We have a generally speaking beautiful day. Low relative humidity, temperature about 90. Tomorrow about the same. Same thing on Friday, except by Friday you might notice that humidity trying to creep up just a little bit. And on Saturday, that trough lifts northward. We get that southeasterly wind flow establishing itself. Humidity spikes, and we factor in that chance of an afternoon shower. Same thing on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.